When starting any new lifestyle or habit, it's important to make the transition as seamless as possible. So for me, that meant getting staples or must-haves, the basics around the house, things that I know are readily available in the market nearest to me. So in this video, I'm going to show you a few things, they're not much, a few items that you need to have around the house to be on this lifestyle, the plant-based diet lifestyle. So to start off, we have avocados, like you'll see in the video. We have avocado. We must have avocado in the house, and then on the side or in the next clip you'll see I also have greens. So for greens we have around two choices that we switch between. That is sukuma wiki and nakati. So between that, we alternate, and and I'll have a recipe on how to make delicious greens coming up, inshallah. So I have eggplants, as you'll see. I have eggplants, and then I have garden egg, and then I have those I have to have in the house. First of all, they are good for when you want thick soup, and then by itself it's also tasty. I'll have a recipe on that as well. So I said you have avocado, then you have the greens, then you have the regulars, the green pepper, and the tomatoes, and then we have a fruit every now and then throughout the week. Right now it's a season for mangoes, and last season there was, I think, pineapples. They were abundant in the market. And then I happen to have chivuvu on the side, but we don't normally have that. But I thought I would throw that in there for like a quick breakfast, nutritious breakfast, I think. And then you have the lemons. Those we have like in the morning. Sometimes I don't keep up with that, but if I have them in the house, by the way, you eat what you have in the house. So if I have them in the house, then I'll eat it, or rather I'll have a lemon drink. Yeah. So those are some of the, when it comes to my vegetables, I think I've covered that. It's not much, but to start off, yeah, that is all I have. And then I didn't mention the spices because I believe everyone has like different preferences. I'm like Reiko. I have a mixture spice, like I mixed my chicken and beef all together. So yeah. So for my dry items, like you'll see in the video, I did bring out the posho. I have the refined one, and I have tips on how to consume the would be heavily processed foods. You just do portion control, because some of these things you cannot entirely eliminate until maybe a certain point. Anyway, so first off I have the mushrooms. These are dried. I don't know the specific name for them, but they're mushrooms. I normally add them to my ginat paste, the thick one. I'll have a recipe up soon on this. And then they're really delicious, by the way. They're really, really, really good. So next I have, as you'll see on the side, we have a ginat paste, the real, ginats, the ones you eat as snacks. So you'll see that I really love ginats, because even the upcoming recipes have a hint of ginat in them. So I grew up with ginats. I'm a ginat girl. So anyway, moving on, we have the ginat paste, and that goes for, I'm not sure the price by now anyway. So we have that. I have to have that in the house. I have to have that because I add it to my recipes, like different stuff that I'm preparing, and then I have it by itself and a mix of the mushrooms I just showed you. I have these peas, the dried peas. These I find really hard to prepare, because even when you boil them for a long time, they don't seem to get ready. Anyone who has tips down below, please comment on how I could, soften them and, have delicious meals with those. I have to have those. That's one of the other like legumes. Is it a legume by now? Please comment down below. Correct me if I'm wrong. Call me out. Experiment or explore. I went for green beans. I don't know if I gave you a close-up, but those are green. I don't know their botanical name or something like that. I just call them beans because normally I buy masavo. If you're Ugandan, you know masavo beans. So I was like, okay, let me switch this out. But I didn't see any difference, by the way. They tasted like beans, So these beans, and then I have another kind of beans. These ones are yellow. So as you will see, I just switched. I don't know, maybe I was intrigued by the color, but they all taste like beans. Nothing much. I don't know. Anyway, comment down below if you've had these. I just was probably fascinated by the color. So I have those with, food. As you will see, upcoming uploads are going to be recipes. So I have also macaroni. I normally have this like for breakfast, sort of like, if you would like, maybe brunch, like each salabude, that thing, where I think it's chancha. Yeah, not salabude, chancha. If you're Ugandan, you know chancha. So I have that. That means I'm going to keep out of lunch, and then I'll have an early dinner if I have those. So like I said, G-nuts, I have to have G-nuts in the house, so of any form, like mpeke or, the G-nuts, the ones you eat as snacks. These are really good. They are healthy, I believe. So, and they're relatively affordable, although I don't know, with inflation and everything, the prices are just going up like crazy. Then you have refined rice, the white rice. I can't afford the brown rice at the moment, so I'll keep the, heavily processed items, but then I portion control with them. Don't eat too much of that. So I happen to have this flour on hand, but it's not a must-have necessarily. But I like to have it sometime here and there. Maybe I can bake something or make something out of it. But the best alternative would be wheat flour. If you can get your hands on that, then you're good to go. So this is rosemary right here, and this is actually a new addition because I was experimenting and exploring spices, because the black tea leaves are actually also processed. So you're better off taking this, say, cinnamon, cloves. For me, I'm taking rosemary, and it's pleasant for me. Like, the smell doesn't really bother me. If it does, then maybe you can try the cinnamon or the cloves. So I have that for breakfast. Sometimes I have coffee, or I even have this rosemary throughout the day. As I'm trying to check my water intake, I have that like on warm water or like real hot water. And yeah, guys, this is my realistic must-haves in the house. As you saw, I still have some heavily processed foods in there, but that is because I can't take them out because I don't have substitutes. It wouldn't be sustainable in the long run. I tried that, and then I found myself bringing them back, so I'm settling for that for now until I can find substitutes that I can live by in the long run. So yeah, guys, let me know down below what your must-haves maybe look like, or have suggestions of videos that you want me to film. If you're not subscribed already, please go ahead and join the family by clicking the subscribe button and the notification bell button, such that you're alerted whenever I post, because throughout this month I'm going to be sharing my journey and how I'm navigating this. I'll also be making recipes, so you should definitely join to watch out for that type of content. And I'll catch you in my next video. Bye for now.